So like in most sports, you need a referee. So in chess, we're called arbiters. International arbiters is actually the highest level that you can be granted under the FIDE Chess Federation. So that our major do fairly important big tournaments, but as well as that, I've covered from international tournaments right down to school tournaments, so I do cover the whole lot. And this one for this weekend, of course, is a very important one for Toowoomba. It is a big international tournament with a huge amount of prize money, and it's reflected by the sorts of players that's coming into the Premier Division from overseas as well. So hopefully this is the commencement of major tournaments in Toowoomba. And also I actually had a look at a bit of the history of chess in Toowoomba. In fact, I think it was as early as 1959, the Australian Junior Chess Championship was actually held in Toowoomba.
Oh, wow.
So that's a national championship for all the youngsters, up and coming youngsters that have come. This is as early as 1959. And also in the 90s, the Australian Championship was held there. That's a national championship with not only adults but juniors were invited as well. So Toowoomba's actually got a good history of some large tournaments, and it's good to see that now they're commencing with these big major international tournaments to attract very, very strong players from not only Australia but also from overseas, which is great to see. The youngest usually can be up to 6 or 7 years old, because I've been in a lot of international tournaments where it's open tournament and you've got youngsters like that. In Australia, we're blessed by upcoming youngsters that are very, very strong, so that I'm exposed to them because I guess I run quite a number of the junior tournaments, elite junior tournaments in Australia. And the great thing is, because chess now has been introduced at primary school, this is an important thing that has occurred in the last most recent years. So that there's a lot of schools, that primary school, that the teachers and the principal find out, hey, this is an excellent way for communication as well as education, strategic thinking, planning ahead, all these sorts of interaction against an opponent face to face as opposed to just online. So chess, when you play face to face, you're playing against a particular person. So psychologically as well, it's important that you're able to cope under those circumstances. So it's great to see, from the youngsters to the oldest, open tournaments like this encourages both ages. And in fact, you'll have a lot more juniors, particularly because there's 3 different divisions. In the lower division, they're the up and coming juniors. They start there, and also we've got some school kids even playing in the Premier Division. So it is healthy worldwide, where a lot of the youngsters are commencing chess very young, and as they progress, they are also exposed to the top players around the world, which is great. That's correct. So it's a lot of the tournaments in Australia are open, which means it's really on your strength of chess, not your age. The only ones that are restricted is really like the Australian Junior Chess Championship, so it's really school age. But really, majority of the tournaments run in Australia and throughout the world are really open, which is really good. So if you are a junior and you're up and coming, you really want to test yourself against top players around the world and in Australia. So yes, it's majority of them are open type tournaments. Not really. As an arbiter, that's one of the things that you want to watch people, but the reality is, like, a good arbiter means that you really got to look after the interests of the players throughout the tournament, noise level, there's no disturbances, particularly in this day and age with computers, and make sure no cheating, because really you want chess for them to rely on their own sort of thinking ability, their chess ability, and not sort of go online and get help from online applications, which is very easy to do these days.
Yeah.
So as an international arbiter, I also have to watch that, but trying to make the playing conditions best for all the players. Yes, it is, because I guess that's when they can really concentrate. Sometimes they are stuck there for 15-20 minutes trying to make their next move. It is because all those calculations are happening in their brain. Not like if it's a application. It's these days it's instantaneous. So you can see that they've reached that particular position where they really are doing a lot of complex calculations. Not just it's multiple moves ahead, because of the different scenarios they want to take. So therefore, at certain times in the game, they really stop and concentrate a lot harder.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Peter. Really appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Thank you.